What could it possibly be? Saturday, October 2nd. We just spent our first night back in Waldport in the van. Freddie's here. Honda's here. I spent all day yesterday building a new bed frame. I decided if I was moving back into this van that I was not bleeping around with the mattress this time. No more futon, no more foam, no more pallets. I got a real human being mattress to be on. Like, that was one of the biggest struggles this whole time, is not having a proper way to sleep in this van. So I have filled the whole back of the bed with a full-size full mattress. So there you go. It's very chilly. I threw everything that was in this van out for the most part, and I, Etch-a-Sketch, guys. Etch-a-Sketch. So I took the whole van apart. The bed is done, and one of the biggest problems with the last bed that I did was that it was not tall enough to allow for much storage. A little bit of storage, but not that much. But one thing that could not fit under there, the previous bed, were my dog crates, my pet crates, because these two are generally crated when I'm driving. Certainly always Hans is crated when I'm driving. Sometimes Frida can run around, but for the most part they're both locked up when I'm on the road. So now the pet crates, I made the bed high enough so the pet crates fit under it. So they do. So with everything gone, I have a lot more space. The kitchen setup I did was like a big plastic tub pull-out drawer thing, and it was terrible. It fell apart. It fell over. It was cheap. It was hard to clean. It was filled with shit that I never used, so there was just a giant box of stuff in here all the time. So I took that out. I'm now using that in the shop for other things. So yeah, that was like my kitchen setup. It was awful. Like, nothing that I did worked. So I'm going to be attempting to do a floating kitchen on my lift, on the metal lift where my clothes have been the whole time. So my lift door, never got to use my lift, guys. I never used it, never once. It's hard, it pissed me off. Like, that door that jammed, it's cheap to fix. I did find out. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it is cheap to fix that door. It's like $125 to fix the door, so I can use the lift. But, which I probably will get to, but not right now, because I've been using the lift to hang things on. It's actually been really handy to hang things on. So, my laundry is gonna likely go under the storage, the under area, storage area, next to the pets. Because my laundry was floating up in the air, hanging on the grate. So I have moved the pets and the laundry under the bed. Lots more storage, and I'll still have storage to boot. So literally I have a full half van's worth of storage, which I have never had before. I have a gigantic bed, which I have never had before. It's big and fluffy and comfortable. And I bought a bunch of blankets. I spent like $1 bazillion. But it's here, and now it's cold. It's October 2nd. If you can flip this, as you can see here, it's still green. Like, it doesn't snow really here, they say. Everything is still green as can be. Like, these leaves are not going to fall off for the fall. There's not going to be 4 feet of snow here, as I understand it. But it's not warm right now. It's got to be 40. I think it's probably 40. I don't know if it gets where it gets in that. But obviously I still have excuse me, heat on the brain. I really want a wood stove. I have always wanted a wood stove. Obviously, it's very dangerous to have a fire in a small gasoline-filled tube with 2 pets in it. Yeah, so, but, people do it. I mean, people do it. So, we're gonna see. I can also pop the van on and just let it run for 5 minutes, and it does warm up the van for the most part. But it is very damp here. There's a lot of rain. So I just am a wood fire person, and I love a nice dry heat inside of this humid place. So obviously it makes for more ash. Where you have a wood stove, you just have ash. Like, ugh. But I live at the beach, guys. Do you know how much sand is in my life now? You just can't, like, there's sand. There's just sand. That's all there is to it. You live at the beach, like, that's just one of the minor cons. Like, yeah, very few cons to living by the beach, but sand is one of them, so I just live with sand now. So ash isn't particularly bothersome to me. Like, I don't want ash in the van, but, you know. You can get tiny mini wood stoves with flex pipe. I actually don't even really want to knock anything out of the van. I just want to have a small test stove. Oh, okay guys, look out the window. This dog lives here on the property. And his name is Zeus. So he lives here on this 50 acres. And you see him just appear out of the forest. So there's like 3 dogs that run around on the property. So he comes to see us. And we'll go for a walk here in a minute. And he comes with us on walks. So it's funny. So yeah, wood stove is on my brain. I just woke up, if you can't tell. Yeah, lots to do. I just demolished the entire shop. I just brought everything out of storage that I had at the apartment, because I had a big garage at the apartment. So all my shit is now back in my shop. So I have to go there today and spend the day figuring stuff out for it. I think I'm gonna start throwing stuff away, like some of the bigger things I didn't use for this van, like the pump sinks. I didn't use them. Like everything I bought for this van, I didn't use. Ugh. But yeah, how the hell do I know? I'm glad I didn't spend that much. So I'll probably toss some things. I just have to start letting them go. Still have that propane cooktop, which I'll probably keep. Yeah, I guess I'll keep the propane thing, but yeah, that's another thing about the heat. Like, I don't like propane all that much on it. I would literally rather have a tiny wood fire burning than have propane burning in here all night. It's wet. It's such a wet heat. Who wants wet heat? Like, I don't like the propane. I don't want it. It's safer, probably. Ugh. I don't like the propane. In a van, I don't like propane at all. But, we'll see. I'm curious about the wood stove. That's all. Yeah, gotta go put the shop together. I have no cell phone service here. No Wi-Fi. When I leave the shop at night, I am back to not being able to get on the internet all night. So it's not bad. Like, just listen to some ebooks, man, and go for walks. There's a lot of benefit to not having the internet once in a while. Like, you cannot be on. I am a cell phone addict. I belong in the woods. Sometimes. A little internet's good. It's a good time, look, I'm going to put this on YouTube. Why not? Cell phones are fun, but not 4 hours a night when I could be doing things to improve my business. Okay, That's enough rattling on. These two are doing good. They love each other. They're besties. They don't seem to overly mind being in the van. Like, these two were living in an apartment until yesterday night. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks for watching.